Hello, this is Harry and welcome back to Mystery Mods, where today it isn't a normal video because this is actually an in-between episode between episode 5 and episode 6, just showcasing everything we've done off camera because we have done a lot and I do apologise for that. We do always say we try not to do too much off camera, but we did get a bit carried away, so I've decided to compile everything we've done that's important into this video so that it's not a giant leap from one to the other. So I went around looking for many Norse villages to attempt to try and find the space stone. I checked multiple villages, I got some loot from the chests, but there was no sign of the space stone, unfortunately. As you can see, some of these chests have some good stuff. You can get Thor's armor in some of them, but most of them just have food, iron, gold, and swords and iron armor and stuff like that. I found a few of these villages with no luck still, but I did find the Infinity Gauntlet cast head, so that is a step in the right direction. So I didn't record all my time looking for these villages because I was on here for hours flying around trying to find these, but here is just a couple and there's some more later in the time lapse, but you'll see that when it comes around. So there's some of the Thor's armor, for example, that we found. I have plenty of Thor's armor now if you go through my armory room. What's your worthiness score, John?
Oh, it's going up by the minute, Matt, thanks to your mob grinder. It's currently at 129.
Ah, well mine is at 1,429.
Yeah, but you've sat on the server for ages. I haven't.
Yeah.
I can, if you'd like, I can list off a few of the heroes and stuff you can choose from.
Okay.
You can be Green Arrow, Superman,
Yeah.
Thor, and his few hammers, Mjolnir, Ultimate Mjolnir from the Ultimate line of comics, and Stormbreaker from the movies. Then Captain America.
Oh, actually.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, you can gain her powers. And you can craft the spider suits, which I think is quite funny because me and Matt have not crafted the spider suits.
Wait, how? I didn't know they were in the thing, because I don't...
We've got blueprints for it.
Do we?
Yeah, remember when we crafted
No.
them, we got the Great Power achievement, and then we got a blueprint in our thing. That listed what you needed. If you put that in one of the crafting benches, I could show you which one. It would give you the list of materials you need to gather.
Matt, you can have the Infinity Gauntlet if we get the stones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the forge is actually a key part in making the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes,
And
I will make that
we
for you.
already have a little bit of the materials needed.
Well,
In fact, I think we have all the materials we need for making it.
okay.
From Infinity Stones.
Oh, apart from Infinity Stones, yeah.
Yeah,
We can
but...
craft the empty one, and then that begins our...
Yeah. So in this video there's a couple clips of Omega's perspective. As you can see here, this is just a little bit of my house. Can I please go and see it? I promise I won't touch it.
Should we allow him?
You can
There is a
okay,
picture.
put me in
You can see
adventure
the
mode. Put me in
can see the
adventure mode
picture.
and teleport me there or something. I just want to see it.
Okay. Go anywhere near it, okay? I want you to social distance from it.
Okay.
Closer than 5 blocks.
I was only just telling you guys that I found it. I wasn't like you didn't all have to come on.
I wanted to see it.
Honestly, I just like being on call with people. Landing. You might be able to see me now. You don't go anywhere near that hammer. If you do, I will lightning bend
I
you.
won't.
Okay, I'm getting my lightning bending ready, by the way. Okay? Go look at it.
Ooh.
Stay here, don't go any closer. See it?
Don't test if you're worthy.
I won't.
There.
That is cool.
Looks exactly like the screenshot, doesn't it, Matt?
Yeah, I know, but I can just see the crash site as well a bit better.
Oi, 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 oi.
I'm just going around it. I'm not going any closer. Oh, these ores that you were talking about.
Yeah, these are the ores. I'll let him go closer, but I know he's not going to pick it up.
I won't, because I know that if I do, John won't be able
Will
to.
be shot at before you can fly away.
That too.
If you do, then I will have absolutely no mercy for this upcoming fight.
And I do just want to say, while you are flying along, I believe I can shoot you out of the sky with one. Oh, come on, come closer, come closer. You can come right up to it. I know you're not going to take it.
Okay. Very nice.
I was going to use my Tinker's Construct book to work out what was stronger for like what areas. Like,
Also,
Okay.
Epic took
Harry,
Omega's
Matt, we need to get back to
Tinker's
the fight.
Construct book.
quartz, but
Did
it
you,
already does 19 damage.
John? Did you steal my books?
Yeah, some of them.
Why?
You don't have the XP to use them.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
You
You
died
stole my
so many
books.
times. You died so many times. Come on then.
How
Let's go.
dare you steal
Well,
my books?
You can come and get them if you want.
Aliens for? We should use them as a training alien for Matt.
I was saving those books because they
You're
were the
gonna have
best ones.
I am
You're gonna have to
aware.
train against aliens. Is
I
that
got
okay?
all those from the
Train
bottom
against
levels of
aliens?
the dungeon, John.
Well, let's
Got
go
my-
then, Matt.
No.
Oh.
Matt, just
I
out of
died for
interest, come
those.
here.
No.
Out of interest. Your state.
I have no.
Oh wait.
I had no armor on, by the way. My armor.
Okay.
What the hell is Crystal Head Axe?
From the dungeon.
It's not actually good. It's just a diamond axe with renamed.
Which just a diamond
It's
axe.
meant to actually be an axe, but I put sharpness 3 on it to make it into a weapon.
Yeah, my armor right now is awful. I've got better armor. Secondary. Okay. Plan for today: find the stronghold. Secondary plan. I don't know. Probably just prepare for the fight. Yeah. Quick recap for anyone who doesn't know. I'm currently on the server by myself. Basically, yesterday while exploring, I found Mjolnir. I told the others as a general, look at me, I found a cool thing. And they both instantly came on and tried to claim it from me. I was obviously most disappointed, and I decided I was going to claim it for myself. Epic agreed that I could have it, well, but Harry wanted it still. So, we decided we were going to have a big fight for it. So my plan for today is go to the stronghold, get a resource from that which I know is there, collect this Uru, or use that to make something possibly. I can pick it up, I'm physically able to, but we're going to wait till after the fight for someone to pick it up. And my other plan is just get a load of resources. I've made myself a sword, it currently does 19 damage, and it's ever increasing, so... also I have a vortex manipulator now, which means I can just teleport places, and I should set a waypoint. So I started heading to the stronghold yesterday, and then they all came on trying to claim Mjolnir, obviously. So I haven't done it. I'm not going to beat the dragon yet. That is not my plan, and I did not see this house yesterday, so I am most concerned. What is this? Unless Epic built this. But this seems naturally generated. What is this? What is this? Oh, does it lead into a dungeon? It leads into a dungeon. Oh, I can't be bothered to fight a dungeon right now. Okay, note to myself. There's a dungeon near Mjolnir.
Okay, so pause the video for a second. I had been to this dungeon the night before. Omega replies that he thinks I may have. And he was correct, because I had. And I actually took the Power Stone from the dungeon. From the stronghold, rather. And Omega doesn't know that, so he's going to look for it right now. Anyway, back onto his perspective.
Okay, so basically I found a deep hole in the ground. It's not how I planned to go in, but my pickaxe is broken, so... I'm worried. I don't know if I've said it or not, but I'm looking for the power stone, because it's not normally in the game, but it can be spawned in with commands. So it was decided that it would be hidden here somewhere, which is great. It wasn't explicitly told to me that it would be hidden here, I just kind of worked it out. Because it wasn't actually that secret, but it could have also been taken. I don't think it has been, but it could have already been. I haven't seen any signs of other people, but they were on really late last night. And I know Laurent or Epic wouldn't have taken it because he hid it. Maybe you would have just put it some random spot.
Okay, so what's happening now is Omega now knows that I have the power stone, and he is setting up a trap for me. Well, I've just found this Norse village, so I think I do go in there and check it, but there's not the space stone there either. I have not found it to this date, so it won't be in this video. Anyway, so Omega is going to try and trap me in a minute, and you'll see how that goes. I TP and fall for the trap. So you can see he's readying up with his potions, and unfortunately I had Georgie Jr. with me at the time, my parrot. Sorry, not Georgie Jr., Georgie. And Georgie unfortunately burnt in the lava. Although Omega's plan drastically failed because he turned PvP off in his own claimed land, so that was his own fault. So what then happened was I ran over to my area and died, because my area still had PvP enabled. But I went back and Omega realised that I wasn't actually carrying around the power stone, and yeah. So then he decided that it would be funny to take my axe, and I think he accidentally took my pickaxe, but he did give that back quite soon. Here you can see him not giving back my axe and running off over to his base. So he then tried to pour lava on me again. I got angry and started breaking his base, but little did I realise that he was actually moving out of there anyway. As you can see, the forge is gone. So breaking his base really did nothing. So I then went and got a sword, and I went a bit angry at him and decided that I wanted to kill him. He threatened to kill my parrot. Don't you dare. As you can see. He can't hear me now. If he dares kill my parrots. If he kills my parrots, I will literally... With the power stone, I can literally destroy his whole house.
What I thought was his house.
I don't think he realises that. I am not leaving this server. I do not trust him. Okay, so there you go. He has finally given me back my axe. I claimed the land around his claim when I realised that he's claimed my area. So that basically means I don't have control over my area, and he can block me from building, from using items, from PvPing, all sorts of that. But he unclaimed it when I asked him to, which was nice, and I claimed my area back. You can see me laboriously clicking every single box, so I didn't realise you could click and drag. Anyway, I went to go and tame some more parrots in the jungle, and I got many, many more, including Georgie Jr. You can see there, a little grey one. And then I was still looking for parrots. I just wanted tons, I wanted loads. And I found another Thor's hammer, so I realised that we can both have one. And the fight is pointless at this point in time. So originally we were going to fight for the hammer to decide who gets to be Thor. There you go. I now have Thor's hammer. So yeah, I just found Mjolnir, and I'm not Thor, but I have Thor powers. What I mean by that is I still have my spider powers, but I have Thor's hammer, and I'm able to use Thor's hammer. I just don't have the powers of Thor, so I don't have lightning powers, but I can still fly through the sky, throw the hammer, and hit things with the hammer. So this is just me demonstrating the flying. And you can see some of my parrots down there as well, which I have, which are lovely. So I decided I wanted loads of parrots, because why not? Why wouldn't you want parrots? Anyway, so here's me naming the first few, I think. Oh no, I named Georgie Jr. Because I named it after my nan's old bird that passed away quite a few years ago now. It was called Georgie, and it looked quite similar, so I decided to name Georgie, and then Georgie Jr. after Georgie 1. So this is just a time lapse of me flying around looking for more Norse villages and stuff to try and find the space stone still, because I had plans to get every stone at this point in time. And I found more Thor's hammers, loads of meteors, loads and loads of dungeons, all sorts of stuff like that. You can see me here. I didn't find many Norse villages. I did find a couple. Again, obviously no base stone. Eventually I ended up finding a snow biome, and I didn't know at the time, because obviously this is mystery mods, that's kind of the point, but we have penguins, which are my favourite animal. I love penguins, but they're not any old penguins, they are penguin seals, I think, and they look so adorable, so I decided to put some in the Tardis to try and take them home. However, there is a glitch. Oh, okay, so I found a Norse village. Let's go in, see if we can find the Tesseract. So, I've already found multiple of these villages, no luck. And it looks like this one's the same. That's unfortunate. So as I was saying, there's a glitch with the TARDIS where you can't take animals out of the TARDIS. Otherwise they just get lost in the void. However, you can have animals in there, so I just left the penguins in there. That's Omega. He claimed his hammer, and he got actual Thor powers because he isn't Spider-Man, so he could do that. And yeah. So he has all the lightning powers and that Thor actually has. Unlike me, who just has the hammer itself and the ability to use the hammer. So then me and Epic went to Gallifrey to try and get the TARDIS that is hidden down the basement. So he gives me a tour. We get some Staser things, which are very cool. So then he gives me a little tour around. I will do a full video of this beautiful city on my second channel, HarryPGaming. So make sure you go and subscribe to that. There's other videos like this that are going to be coming out. So yeah, do stay up to date. So you can see me messing about with my hammer in the courthouse. I tend to be a judge, obviously. And now you see us going into the cloisters. So in the middle of this, there's many traps around this, and it's a very dangerous place. But in the middle, there is a chest which contains what you need for a TARDIS. So here we are at the chest, and you can see me with the TT capsule and getting the achievement. I was very excited at this point because I had my own TARDIS. There we go. That's the TARDIS. So then I got to select an interior. And there's a couple I was looking at, but I eventually decided on the Tempest TARDIS interior. So here you can see me entering the TARDIS for the first time. It was such a beautiful interior. I loved it so much. It's so huge compared to Epic's, and I loved it. It was such a beautiful interior. So you can see there is a massive tree in the middle of the entrance room here. And then when you go through up these grand staircase, you can see the rest of the TARDIS. So I just think this is a beautiful interior. And yeah, so we don't have every control. We do have most of the controls, but we don't have the flight panel right now. Although we are going to work on actually getting that. One thing, what we didn't notice, you'll see in a minute, when we spawn the thing in, because you have fire spread on, the fireplace caught alight to everything. So eventually we did manage to put this out, and for next video it is fixed. So here you can see me flying my TARDIS for the first time. Incredibly exciting. And you can see that both the TARDISes operate in the same dimension as well, which is quite cool. So technically you could bridge across from his TARDIS to my TARDIS. So yep, here we are, dematerializing. And you should see both of our TARDISes side to side in a minute. So I set that as the default one, because that was the only one I can actually get at the minute. Although later on I will install a chameleon panel. Which means I can get a new exterior to my TARDIS. So there we go. I also moved mine to the other side of the portal so that it looks even better. I think that looks really cool like that. And here you can see my secret room, which was secret, but it doesn't really matter at this point in time, and you'll see why in a minute. But yeah, so I gave Epic one of my spare hammers because he lost his at this point. As you can see, that's where I store my power stone, and where I'm planning on storing the other stones at this point in time. So then I found this. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's some sort of structure with these people inside it, and these drop some sort of blue flesh. So I think this is some sort of crashed spaceship or something. So these are Kree, and they drop Kree flesh. But in these chests, you can see that we actually get some very valuable things. So there's just a bit of gold and stuff. There's instructions to become Captain Marvel, I believe it was. But in these chests you can find vibranium, and you can find Uru, which are two very rare ores, and they're extremely good and strong. So I'm very lucky that I found these. Omega has been looking through all the crash sites because the Uru actually spawns there. And as you can see in this chest, there's also a Kree battle axe. Oh, and don't worry, I do get that last piece of Uru. I didn't miss it. So now, by this point, Omega has stolen my power stone. So I decide that it'd be a funny idea to get revenge on him by building a horrible cobblestone structure right in view of his window, because he's claimed his land and I can't do anything there. So just outside the claim, I built this mess, big cobblestone structures, and yeah. As you can see here, this is the view that Omega has from his window of my monstrosity, and I am planning to remove it at some point once he has proved himself to behave. Basically, once he starts behaving, I will get rid of that mess. Anyway, that's the end of this video here. So the next episode, that will be the cut down version of the live stream. If you watched the live stream, then episode 6 is just a cut down version of that. And yeah, so episode 7 will be back to a normal video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you there. Channel links in the description for everything, including my social media, where you can find me, ask me questions, talk to me, all sorts of stuff like that. And stay up to date with what's happening on this channel. And also subscribe to my second channel so that you don't miss clips of mystery mods. That is all for this video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.